Welcome to Deep Thought. Everyone around you needs healing. I'm going to tell you what, going through life, one thing I've noticed, because of course I get a lot of people who hit me up privately. There are people who don't know what I do for a living. I mean, they don't know. They just see me around the neighborhood or something. They might see me at a grocery store, at a restaurant, local restaurant, and they have no idea what I do. But something about me, I don't know, something about me, man, says I'll be a sympathetic ear. Something about me. I've always had total strangers tell me all this stuff, right? That's because every single person got some stuff they going through. Like, I get a lot of people who hit me up, and I'm not going to put anybody's name out in particular, but, they'll think they are so different from everybody because of what they're going through. Now, what they're going through might be specific to them, of course, and affects them in a way, but everybody has their demons. Every single person, everybody needs their healing. A lot of times, even the people who might appear like me and be all calm and stuff, shoot, we need our healing too. Everybody, and that's one thing going through life. Keep in mind, you don't really know that person's story. That's why I really try. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not perfect with it. I'm not perfect because I'm the type of, after a while I can cut you off. Real talk, I can cut you off after a while. When I'm just like, okay, I can't deal with this anymore. Right? And maybe I need healing there. When I was younger, my mother used to say I needed more compassion. And I'm just like, okay. Right? And then that's a healing right there. Just having more compassion for people. Right? But just knowing that you going through something, but everybody is. And that's not to make you feel better, but just understanding just the thing of, look, we got our crosses to bear. It's like maybe just having a little patience, maybe having an understanding, even to the point, right? Just having an understanding, not even to the point, but just to the point, if they become dangerous to you or something, that's something totally different. You can't be around them. But everyone has it, and, you got to just think, all right, they're going through some stuff, and it don't mean you run and help them, but then you understand, hey, you know what? I'm not alone out here in suffering, right? And I think, bringing up that compassion thing again, I think this world would be a better place if people understood that, right? Everybody has a story. There's a reason, right? Sometimes, I was watching Iyanla last night, right? I was watching that. It was somebody had brought up this episode, and I don't really want to get into the exact episode, but there was a reason why people are in a seemingly dysfunctional situation. Like, what are they looking for? Why are they reaching out? Like, this one particular one I was watching, I'll say that this dude was basically a womanizer, but then they got deeper into why he was doing it. They were getting deeper into it. So it's like, oh, that's a reason. And I mean, it actually watching made me think about some things, right? Because, since I'm always been the one to be the ear or the strong one, it was like, that can be an issue. In fact, I'm going to go off on that. Let me go off on that little tangent, so to speak. A lot of times, sometimes even when you have that strong one, that person who seemed like they got it all together, they will definitely need some healing, because sometimes would you have a case of they're usually the type who had to grow up early. And I'll just put it out there. I was that type. Like, I know people see me clowning on here and everything, but a lot of times I was always that responsible kid because everybody around me, they didn't have it together, right? So, you'll have cases like that where the parent is either an alcoholic, on drugs or mentally ill. You'll have those situations, right? Where the child might have to just grow up a bit early. So they grow up being able to handle everything, seemingly. But that can be a problem because, that goes beyond just people just complaining about what's ailing them or something. Because sometimes people like that, when they're on a job, everybody's like, since they can handle everything and seemingly handle stress better, everybody starts putting stuff on them. All right. And that thinking, hey, maybe we need to spread the love or something, or spread this out. Maybe we putting too much on this person, right? So even in those situations, right? And there's a lot of people, or another situation, somebody going through some pain, they could just act totally irresponsible. But sometimes, they going through some stuff. They might be stuck at such an age where, mentally they had some issues when they were younger, or felt abandonment or something. So they might do stuff to get attention. Or even, I'm gonna tell you what, even people with control issues. One dynamic with that is that when you see people with control issues, a lot of times they're in pain but they have those control issues because there's something in them that says, in order to get the love I want or even the healing I want, I need to be in control of the situation. That's the only way, and that's the thing. That's a relationship style, right? That's a relationship style, and it's like I said, you just gotta remember sometimes. I mean, yeah, and you're not gonna be perfect because you're going through your own stuff, right? You're not gonna be perfect with it, but just remember, every single person got their thing. Every single person got their thing. Now, what you can do, the best thing you can do actually is have some understanding, provided that person isn't causing harm. Because some people, when they're in pain, when they have dis-ease, and I don't mean like a physical one, but maybe a mental one or something, or even if it's physical, sometimes they reach out. Like, you get a lot of evil people, right? A lot of evil people, you start, sometimes if you can get them past their stuff, you find out there's some serious issues there. Right? And in like many indigenous cultures, that's how they approach this. Like, okay, what's going on with their spirit? What's happening with their spirit? Is this something like, what do we need to deal with here? So they'll say, like, I know I read about something with this one African tribe where if someone does some evil, they will put him or her like into a circle. And they will surround them and just constantly remind them who they are and tell them about all the good things that they did, right? And it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, you got a lot of people suffering depression and all of that. But everybody needs that. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes it's a kind word. It's a smile. Everything, Sometimes to heal, sometimes people to heal need to give, Sometimes they need to give and everything. Got somebody hit me up, bothering me while I'm trying to do my thing. Yeah, all right. Anyway, right. Just as we go through life, right? As we go through life, we have to remember that we're all going through our stuff. It's like, yeah, they going through something. Yeah, you going through yours, but you know what? I think if everyone, now this is very utopian, right? But the world would definitely be a better place if we just remember that, The world would be a better place. So, anyway, that's something I want everybody to think about. We all going through our stuff. We all need our healing. So, anyway, right? That's it for now. Peace and many blessings.